Good morning, friends. This video just popped up on my timeline, so I was just watching it, and I thought maybe I should have my comments at least on this video. It's kind of a recent development, right? So background is pretty straightforward that Trump has, I think, announced 25% tariff on Canadian goods, and Canada has, on retaliation, did the same. I just wanted to put up my point of view based on this video. Maybe it's nothing not related directly to this video, but yeah, I kind of touch upon a few of the items on this video as well, that what our prime minister is talking, um, and everything. Okay, so let's listen to.
Canadians are not angry at the American people for this. We don't have anything against Americans. Americans are our neighbors, our friends, our partners. We do things together. We've done things together for decades and generations. This is a policy decision by the American government designed to go after the Canadian economy. This is a trade war, yes.
Okay, few things. Trudeau is right that Canada and US, I mean, they were together for almost 150 years, right? So there's nothing against US or nothing against Canada right here. It's a policy decisions, maybe very harsh policy decisions and very sudden policy decisions, and we know that Trump is actually capable of doing this kind of things. So my only concern is, look at the size of this economy, right? Canadian economy and the US economy, and the dependency of Canadian economy on US economy. So I completely understand that Trump may have done something very drastic, very unplanned way, in a very unplanned way. Maybe he had his own reasons. I mean, there are lots of immigration problems that happens within US from Canada, right? So he wants to kind of pressurize Canada for that, to understand this thing, right? So now the problem is, Canada cannot go on all out war, be it trade, be it any other form of war, with US, right? This is point number one. We cannot go, maybe we can go with Australia, maybe we can go with India or something, right? Because that's far from here, right? We are not dependent on Indian economy or Middle Eastern economy or European economy. Maybe we are, but not that. The magnitude of the dependency between US and Canada is too big. Obviously, the way our PM has handled was not correct. Handled means, see, there is nothing right or wrong in politics. There is, again, I think there is a very old um, phrase saying that uh, there is no permanent friend or permanent enemy in politics, or geopolitics, right? Rather. So again, if we Canadians think that US is our best friend, it's wrong. I mean, they are not even enemy, they are not even our friend. They are US. They will decide things, whatever is good for them. Now, what is good for them changes based on whoever leader is on their helm, right? Maybe Biden admin had a different point of view, that okay, wokeism is good for America, or getting involved in Ukraine was good for America, or something like that, right? Trump has a different point of view for whatever reason. I'm not going to get into those reasons right now, but he has a different point of view. Bottom line is, Canada should not go on all out war with US. That is one. Handle it in a different way. And now I just wanted to take a minute for this, to just kind of say something about our PM, right? He's an outgoing PM. He has already resigned, I believe. He's not our PM anymore. So I don't know why he's still making decisions on behalf of the Canadian public outright. Maybe somebody needs to stop him from making decisions for Canadians. He is not our PM anymore. If really needed, prepone the election now. If you cannot find a leader or something, whatever, right? Prepone the election now and then let it happen, and then we will have a leader who will have our best interest in his mind, right? Now, having a best interest in his mind is also tricky. Why? Because Tridu is our PM right now, this guy, Tridu, Justin Tridu, right? So he is thinking that going on an all out war with US is in the best interest of Canada, or even mocking the US team, or mocking the president, US president, is the best interest of the Canadian public. No, I mean, I don't know from where he gets this idea. I mean, do not mock any country's leader. I mean, you will make a permanent enemy. I mean, my previous line will get false, right? Do something, whatever is politically correct. I mean, don't take things personally in politics, right? I mean, he has done this messed up thing with India, I think, few years back, right? I mean, last few years he is doing the same thing, right? I'm not getting into that discussion right now. Um, but whatever he is doing right now is not the correct way. It has to be handled diplomatically. And Trump is a person who wants his ego to be gratified. So he wants people to say good things to him. If somebody wants it that way, give it to him the way he wants it, right? I know maybe this is not right, but nobody cares about right or wrong. If Canadians don't have money to buy a house, there's nothing right or wrong in it. I mean, if Trump wants it some way, give it to him in that way. So don't push him in the other direction. Zelensky has done, I think we have seen how it ended up, right? Now it's a mess. I mean, it was a mess before as well. I mean, before even uh, Trump came, it was a mess for Ukraine all the time, right? Even Ukraine was not in a position to get in a war. But now look at our PM. Because Trump is not supporting Zelensky, to agitate Trump, our PM went to Ukraine and says that we will donate, or we will give 1.5 billion or some amount of money to Ukraine, right? Canada has its own problem. We were not able to fix the Canadian problem. I mean, banks show us 2% or 3% inflation. That's not correct. I mean, we know, right? We go to grocery every day and then buy something, right? It's not true. Everybody knows it, but that's fine. That's a problem, right? So if you just to agitate, just to annoy Trump, don't do those kind of things. He is not Modi that, and he is not India that he is very far from you, Canada, and he cannot do much, right? He can just stop his immigration or stop your ambassadors, but nothing more than that. US can harm us way more than India can harm us right now. So don't get into an verbal war with Trump. Honestly, don't go with verbal war with anyone, any world leader. That's how the politics is not gonna work. Trump can do because he has a huge economy, right? Trump can do it to Zelensky because that country was giving ammunitions and whatever missiles and everything to Ukraine from last 3 years. So they may have a say. Again, everybody is saying that that's not the right approach, even for Trump. But for a smaller economy like us, Canadian economy, we should not ever get into an verbal abusive game with US president whose ego is bigger. I don't know what kind of politics book he read. I'm not even a politician. I mean, I can understand at least this basic thing. But anyways,
But Canadians, yeah, Canadians are hurt. Canadians are angry.
okay. Canadians are angry on your policies as well, right? You may have some good interest in your heart. I have doubts on that, but anyways, you may have something. But Canadians are also hurt on your policies. I mean, look at the economy right now in Canada, right? We have nothing. We don't produce anything apart from selling houses to one friend to another. I mean, one person to another. The house is getting handed over. Government is making money because house is getting handed over, they are getting taxes and everything. Apart from that, We don't have any real industry that's making something. We can't grow crops, right? Vegetables or whatever because the weather doesn't support much. That is one. We don't have any big industry. We are not making any, we are not refining much oil. Not, we don't refine the lumber. That also goes there mostly, right? We're not making anything out of the lumber. We are just selling the lumber, right? Selling the basic thing is not, uh, raw material is not, it doesn't call an economy, right? Uh, so again, Canadians are hurt in many ways. I'm not sure if he understands or if he wants to listen to our anger.
We're going to choose to not go on vacation in Florida or Old Orchard Beach or wherever. We're going to choose to try to buy Canadian products and forego bourbon and other classic American.
He doesn't have a script, obviously, or something, right? He just saying things. Now, when he was saying that Canadians will buy Canadian, he had to pause so many times, take breaks so many times to think that what we can buy Canadian. Maybe some meat product, maybe milk, egg, and what else? Everything comes from the south, be it US, be it Mexico, be it something, right? Be it some other country. So he was also thinking that, what the hell? What do we buy that is Canadian made apart from houses? And again, we don't have money to buy houses anymore. That's kind of out of our reach.
Products.
That's okay.
And yeah, we're probably going to keep booing the American anthem. But let me.
I mean, I don't know how do I say this. Booing an American anthem is our politics. Seriously, booing something has been done in schools, kindergartens, or maybe in some middle school or something, right? In politics, we don't boo someone to make our point. We take actions, political actions based on our capability. Maybe we have bigger capability, we take different actions. If we don't have much capability like us in front of US, we take different actions, right? But some political actions, not booing, please. I don't know. Don't boo anyone's anthem. That's stupid.
I mean, tell Americans, we're not booing you. We're not booing your teams. We're not booing your players.
That's what we are doing, right?
We're booing a policy that is designed to hurt us. And we're insulted. And we're angry. But we're Canadian, which means we're going to stand up for each other. We're going to fight. And we're going to win.
There are probably a lot of folks watching on TV today who've been laid off or they were told not to come into work today because of these tariffs. Can you explain to them why you've not announced any relief measures today to help those folks out?
As I said, our entire focus has been on preventing these tariffs from coming in, if there is at all a way, and it now looks like there.
I mean, if that's the entire focus, then we have failed, obviously. But the approach that our government has taken was not correct. I don't think that's correct. Something else has to be done in a something. It has to be handled in a different way, not the way he handled it. I don't think he can handle geopolitics well. That's been proven. He messed up the whole trip to India, I guess, right? Look at this. Just to compare, right? A few weeks back, or maybe 2 weeks back, Modi was in US, and India has the same problem with US, right? If US puts on tariff, India will be in a bad position. Obviously, India sells lots of things to US, like any other country, right? But anyways, um, Trump was not very happy with India, obviously, but somehow on camera, both these leaders were kind of hugging, handshaking, giving gifts here and there, right? And okay, These are stupid. Somebody can say that, oh, this is a stupid gesture. Fine, I understand that. But now see it in this way, right? This stupid gestures saved India from getting tariffed right away, because Trump was about to put some tariff, I think some percentage of tariff on India, China, or some other countries as well. But then I think he excluded India or a few other countries, right? So Trump wants someone who can boost his ego. So give him that, what he wants. I mean, if it saves your country, I mean, seriously, I mean. But anyways, I don't think Treaty is knowledgeable enough to handle geopolitics. He has proven it many times. I'm not gonna get into examples. I think he got into trouble with UAE as well at some point of time. He made some comments on their internal matter. He is really not in a good shape with India right now, obviously. He is in a very bad shape with Trump right now. I'm gonna say Trump, not with US, but with Trump, because he is US now. He is the head of US right now. So Trudeau is in a bad shape with him as well. Who's left? China. So do we really think that we should have dependent on China? Russia, we cannot go for obvious reasons, right? Uh, think about it this way: any country that China has invested is now doomed. Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, African countries. Now, don't get into that trap. But the problem is, if US doesn't support us, Russia cannot support us. India is how many? Fifth largest economy doesn't support us. We don't have too many options left. Europe and China only. But anyways, I'm not gonna complete this video. And he's kind of say some bullshits which make me angry again. I'll just stop my video here.